A lot of you guys liked my last KO guide on bind, so I thought today we'd bring it back today for Ascent. So we got post plant lineups, we got knife lineups for both bomb sites, we got retake mollies, we got retake knives, we got fake knives if you want to throw one from A to B or B to A to catch enemies off guard, and some defensive knives to help you guys catch the enemy off guard, disable that drone, stop pushes. You guys already know what's good. To start this off, I'm going to be showing you guys the attacking knives. So what you want to do is back yourself into this corner here. You see the little line in between your flash and your molly. You want to line that up at the bottom left hand corner here and give this a throw. So what this knife does is it disables lane, stairs, and anywhere closer on the lever, so this will cover the basic majority of the site. The next attacking lineup is going to be right here, where you just throw the knife into the corner right here. This entirely disables all of market, and it goes partly through CT. So depending on where you know where these players usually sit, you kind of want to throw your knife towards here, because this disables the market player from, you know, throwing flashes or running out pushing in his site. So this knife basically helps you isolate the one player on site and eliminating the enemies from helping their teammate. So the best knife for the A site is you put yourself in this corner right here, and the little line in between your flash and your knife, you line up in this top left corner right here, and you give this a throw. You can see where this lands. It lands perfectly right here. It clears all of gen, all of this area, all of sight, all of heaven, all of hell. The only thing it doesn't clear is the very two close corners all the way, so that someone can sit here. But this basically almost guarantees you to knock the Killjoy, the Sentinel, or any of the players sitting in sight offline for them using any of their utility. And on top of that, it's hard to hit. If you're sitting gen, you won't be able to break the knife. If you're sitting triple, you won't be able to break this knife. So this allows you to force the enemies who are playing backside to not even have a chance to break your util. They'll have to play up and aggressive to have any chance to break this knife, so it gets that little bit of extra value. Next up, we got fake knives. These are knives you throw from one bomb site to the other to catch the enemy off guard, or it'll just allow you to get information from your team who's pushing the other site. So what you can do is come over here, jump on top of the box. You don't gotta line up anything, just basically in the middle of the box. Then what you want to do is you want to line up this line in between your flash and your knife, and you want to aim it with this line right here going down and at the bottom here like this, and just give that a regular throw. Now you can see this knife soars all the way across the map and lands exactly where the B-type knife lands, so the enemies won't really know unless they watch the knife travel. This will help you take that site. It'll help you fake a bomb site if you need to. It's a really good knife. So the fake A knife from B, you come over here, you line up the corner of these two buildings together as best as you can. Then in between the flash and the knife, you use that HUD bar at the bottom left, and you aim it right here, and you give that a throw. Guess where this knife lands? Exactly where it lands with the regular A-take knife. So you can use this knife to fake, and they'll think it's the exact same thing, and you'll be able to catch your opponents off guard with this one. So a knife to help you defend the A site or stop any pushes, you come to this corner right here. You aim your crosshair at the corner of this right here, and you aim up. You see this line and this line right here. You line up with this, and you go about a little above halfway here, and you give this a throw. This knife lands in a spot that the enemy team can't even break it, and it'll stop the entire push through A main going all the way back. This will eliminate the chance of them breaking this knife, and it gives you a bunch of info and can stop a crazy push. On top of that, if the enemies are pushing the bomb site fast, don't come over here and throw your knife like this. Don't come over here and throw your knife like this. The enemies will just peek and break these without any issue, right? They're on starts. A lot of people just throw their KO knife here. The enemies are on the corner quick and they break it. So instead, what you want to do is you want to come over here, just anywhere, throw your knife up against this wall. This makes it so the enemies can't break it, and it covers all of A main, so it'll stop the push. Defending B site knives, what you want to do is you want to just throw your knife up at this sign to the best of your ability. Now you can throw this from pretty much anywhere. You just aim up a little bit and throw your knife. Now you can see where this covers. It covers almost all of B main, and they have no chance to break this knife. If you throw it into B main right here, they can just peek the corner and break it, right? You throw it up here, boom, covers all of main pretty much, and they can't break it. I tried a couple different things, but the best way to knife tiles is to throw the knife into this corner right here, because as you can see, this will cover most of tiles, and usually there's several drone from right here. So you can sit right here, your teammates call the drone, or you hear the drone go up, you throw this knife, it'll stop the drone, it'll waste a lot of their time, and it'll help you keep mid control from the enemies. You're defending, the enemies have the B site, and you need to retake. What do? You see that bush right here? You aim up a little bit, you can run and throw and land that knife right on top of the bush. This will cover the primary angles, the default, and it'll cover all of back sight, and this will help your team in that retake, and enemies won't have any utility to use. A bonus, a retake molly, what you can do is you put this black thing in between these two lines, so not like this, not like this, but you have it perfectly in between the crack right here. What you want to do is you want to aim at this, run, jump throw. What this will do is bounce off the back wall, it'll land default, and it'll stop the enemies from planting or forces them off that position while you're retaking the site. A bomb site retake knives. I sat here 3 crafted. I'm like, where's the best way to throw it? Is it here? Is it gonna be here? But you have to expose yourself to peek any of these angles and throw these knives. And the enemy, if you just throw it out like this, the enemy can just break it. So what you want to do is you want to throw the knife just against this wall. So what this will primarily do is it'll clear all of hell, right? And it'll clear close generator and around this box right here, and the enemies will not have any chance to break this knife at all. For retaking the site, another thing you could do is make sure you clear this headshot angle right here. Then what you could do is come over here and throw your molly off of this thing right here. It bounces down, and this will clear this corner generator angle and force them back while you retake. And since this is such a common spot to sit in a retake, you might actually be able to catch yourself a free kill. Post plant lineups on the B site, what you want to do is pull out your molly. You look right here to the left of the molly. You aim your thing to the right of this, like so. It'll bounce off the gen. It'll land perfectly to stop any diffuses. Now, if you realize, dude, Campbell, what happens if they plant triple? Bro, you already know I got you. So what you want to do is you basically want to just aim at the very top right hand corner of this line right here, the very top of it. This will go perfectly towards green box and stop this person from defusing as well. B site post plant lineups, this one's very simple. What you want to do is you want to aim your crosshair at the top of this line here, give that a throw. This will land perfectly default, stopping the defuse. Another bonus is if you're playing like more aggressively, you can aim right here underneath this lamp. Give this a run throw, and it'll bounce off the top of this door and land right on default once again. And you could do something similar while if you're doing this, you can just sit here like this, throw the molly off, it'll bounce, and it'll stop the enemies from diffusing. So there's a lot of different ways you can throw this one. So for attacking the B site, I got a couple lineups for you. So what you want to do is back yourself into this corner right here, pull your molly out, get a running start, and then give it a throw by aiming at the top of this. It bounces off the wall, lands on the staircase, and it'll make the person either have to swing out or fall back into sight. Another molly you can use is this one right here, where you basically line yourself up with this green line right here. You aim your molly at the edge of this doorway along this line like so, give that a throw, and this will land perfectly at the front door of market, so enemies sitting in the smoke will have to fall back or push in, and it'll help you get control of the site. All right, so another KO molly lineup is you line yourself up with this green thing, you walk up against it, you pull your molly out, you aim right here at the door frame in the middle, right here underneath it, just by a little bit, give that a throw. And this will land perfectly CT, clearing out this back left corner completely, and it'll help anyone sitting in this smoke get them off the angle. The only thing about this is the enemies can play this angle. So what this would look like is you line yourself back up, you aim a lot more off to the right like I'm doing here, give that a throw, and this will land way more off to the right, basically preventing this angle from being held on you without taking a bunch of damage. Attacking molly lineups on the A site on Ascent, so what you want to do is come to this corner right here. First molly is in between this little poke thing and this, so you aim it at the lower elevation right here, give that one a throw. This will land and clear perfectly behind back Jenny. The enemies won't be able to sit here, they'll have to move, and they'll take some good damage. I've gotten a lot of kills with that one. Next one is what you want to do is you aim at the top of this white thing a little bit, aim a little bit up, and give that a throw, and this will land perfectly behind dice, making the enemy have to either swing out to the left, swing out to the right, and this will help you get frags as you guys are entering the site. And you can combo this with Astra util, and oh my god, is it dirty. Last but obviously not least, I got a little bit of flash technology for you guys, so things you could do to kind of help your team and spice things up. One thing you could do is you could come over here towards B site, have your teammate get ready to peek this angle at main, so your teammate is sitting right here ready to fight, ready to peek this. You aim your crosshair above the windowsill about right here, you just give this a regular throw, it'll go through the window and it'll act as a pop flash, doing actually like no reaction to them turning it, and your teammate can just swing this, fight, get a kill, get out, Reina E, jet dash, or whatever. On top of that, if you want to play this angle yourself, you're solo queuing, you don't have any coordination, this is how you play KO with KO flashes. And this is something I suggest every single one of you guys take, you know, a moment to go to the a custom game or go to the range with KO and practice throwing your flashes around corners like so. So you don't, if you're like right here and you throw this flash, it goes out super wide and the enemies can see it, have a lot more time to react to it, right? But if you back up when you throw these flashes, you throw the flash like this and it barely peeks around the corner right before it pops. It gives the enemies a lot less time to react, and you can peek and get a bunch of kills off it. And if you guys don't already know by now, there's a KO one-way flash where you come up to this box right here. So let's say you run in A site, you get the bomb planted, and you're playing post plant. So what you do is you come over here with KO, you pull your flash out, you crouch. Now you see this little black spot right here, you aim off to the right a little bit, right in about the middle. So about right here, you give this a throw and you can jump up, and notice how this flash doesn't blind you at all. You can either wait for the flash to go off and then peek, or you can peek while the flash is being thrown. The enemies will turn their head because they see the flash. Then if they turn back to fight you, it'll one-way them. It'll get really good value and help you get some kills, and this helped me get a good couple of kills in ranked myself. If you guys like my KO content and want to see more, drop a comment about which map you want to see, and make sure you guys hit that sub button to catch up, and make sure to stay up to date on the new videos I'm releasing. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a great day.